Watch, play, create, share. It's time for a new generation of performance and mobility. Join us in the adventure. A new approach, enhancing different needs, different styles, different lives. Watch. Best friends in their second year at university. These busy students need technology. Watch. Best friends in their second year at university. These busy students need technology that can stand up to their hectic pace. When they're not working on their GPA, they enjoy the latest movies and TV shows. And what's their favorite? Vampires. From Twilight to Moonlight to Fright Night, they can't get enough of them. Watching is what makes life brilliant. Play. After working a 24-hour shift at the bookstore, Play loves to steal a few minutes to indulge in his obsession, competitive online gaming. And while he appreciates graphics performance and HD realism, what he really wants is the title of Colonel in Battlefield 3. Playing is what makes life brilliant.
I'm the king of the world!
Create. By day, he's a busy trader. By night, a budding photographer. From photos of ordinary people, he creates incredible works of art. Next month, his work will be on display at his very first gallery exhibit. Creating is what makes life brilliant. Share. A young exchange student in Taipei, Cher is a long way from her home in Osaka. She loves how simple it is to create and share videos on her blog that are so steady and crisp. Her family feels like they're right there living the adventure with her. Sharing is what makes life brilliant.
Today, I saw the most beautiful butterfly in the world. Stand up.
Different passions, different lives. Each made more mobile, more powerful, more vivid. Watch, play, create, share. Life more brilliant. for this very important event, probably one of the most exciting ones in this year's Computex. Welcome to a life more brilliant with AMD. This morning, you will hear how AMD is at the forefront of consumer demand for a more visual, graphically demanding computing experience. You will see a full product line addresses consumers' needs and delivers a more brilliant experience. You will also hear about AMD's expanding ecosystem support and how the company is preparing for tomorrow. At this time, I would like to welcome to stage Senior Vice President AMD and President of AMD Greater China. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Tang. Hi, David.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Life More Brilliant with AMD. Why do we choose to launch our second generation AMD here? Why? Because this is where the most important show of the IT industry, Computex, is. Why? Because Taiwan is the most important ecosystem location of the industry. Why? Because Greater China is the fastest growing, biggest market for the IT industry. And that's why AMD is launching the most important second generation APU that is changing our people's lives, giving them more brilliance here in Taiwan, here in Computex, and with you all here. Thank you very much for being here first day. Actually, today I'm going to introduce some very important guests that are with us today. They are good partners with AMD because it's not just AMD with the greatest technology, our second generation APU, but it is with our partners, the software partners, the hardware partners. Together, we build solutions that change people's lives. We build solutions that make people more brilliant, enjoying more brilliant lives. Play better, watch better, create better, and share better. That's what it is. And it is with the solutions that we make this happen. So let me just introduce a few of our distinguished guests. First, Mr. S.Y. Xu from ASUS. Mr. Jeff Tan from HP. Mr. Zhao Wei from Lenovo. Mr. Wang Gang from Lenovo. Mr. Stan Chun from MSI. Mr. Raymond Ma from Samsung. And Mr. Taro Yama from Toshiba. So, as I said, he chose this place because this is where the action is going to be. And we're going to see AMD launching the second generation APUs with our partners. So you see a lot of solutions, hardware solutions, software solutions, applications that really bring brilliance to user experience. We redefine why people will enjoy their life much better. And you actually will see that our second generation APU is getting the Best Choice Award from Computex as well. Isn't that great? So as your host here in Greater China, I'd like to welcome you once again and wish you an exciting experience in Computex, seeing how our solutions change people's lives, and seeing our partners' products and solutions that will bring brilliance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to welcome to stage this person to talk a little bit about what makes life more brilliant, which is the second generation A-series APU. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senior Vice President and General Manager, AMD Global Business Units, Ms. Lisa Su.
Good morning, everyone. 大家好. So I'm originally from Taiwan, so I'd love to be here today at Computex to really talk about the wonders of our technology at AMD. We chose Computex, as David said, because Computex is the best show and the most important show of the year in the IT industry. And we believe that this is the place where we should talk about our technology innovation and where we're going in the future. Our key theme around today is life is more brilliant. You saw it in our demo in the beginning with watch, play, share, create. The computing industry is really changing, and we are driving that change to really go away from talking about frequencies and speeds and really talk about the user experience and what you see when you see technology, and how do we really make life more brilliant for all of us to enjoy the technology that we're capable of. What I'd like to do today is talk about three key trends that we believe are driving the computing industry going forward. The first one is all about the consumer and consumerization. We are in an incredibly exciting time in the industry today, and the consumer is really in control. And actually, if you look at the power of technology, we can get all of our data, whether it's our work or our personal life or our friends, what we can share. We can get that anywhere, anytime, any place, in any format. And that's the power of the technology and the power of what we can do with technology going forward. What I'd like to show you today is not just what we can do, but really what the power of technology can do going forward. And a very, very key piece of that is this concept of acceleration. We at AMD really thought, many years ago that computing was going to change. Really, if you think about the things that are most important to us, it's how we visualize things, and how we see things, and how we feel things. And to really get the power of that, it is really driving acceleration and changing the way microprocessors are made. If you really think about acceleration, we're going to talk today about our APU technology. APUs are new. I want to show you what APUs can do and show you the power of the technology going forward. This is our unique innovation at AMD. This is our bet on the next generation of the industry. And then the third point is we're so lucky to have so many of our friends and partners here in the audience today. Thank you again all for joining us. Here at AMD, we really believe that the power of technology is not just in one company, but it's really in the ecosystem. It's really in what we can do together, both as hardware partners, ODM partners, software partners, and really driving innovation going forward. So you're going to see many examples today of how AMD is really focused on driving tremendous support in the ecosystem for this new technology to really drive the innovation going forward in the future. So with that, let me start by talking a little bit about our products. As I said, the consumer industry is really driving what next generation innovation is. And whether you're talking about video content or streaming content or gaming content, we have a lot of different opportunities to use all of this technology capability. Here at AMD, our focus is on the APU. What is an APU? An APU is really taking the best of both worlds, taking the best processor technology with the best graphics technology and the best multimedia capability, and integrating it into a solution that really allows you to optimize for what you need at any given point in time. That's really what we're trying to do with the APU in terms of the computing and visualization experience. We're extremely excited today because we're announcing our overall lineup of APUs for this year, and it's a really, really exciting lineup. Our second generation AMD A-Series APU is known as Trinity. This is really a very, very, very important capability that we show here. This is Trinity. Trinity is a best-in-class device, really combining the power of the CPU technology with discrete graphics technology from our Radeon product series to give you exceptional computing power, over 700 gigaflops in this piece of silicon. And mostly what is important about it is we can optimize it in many different ways. We can go into notebooks, desktops, as well as all-in-ones, and especially the very new form factor of ultra-thins, which we believe are going to drive a tremendous amount of computing capability going forward. We have the ability to optimize battery life like never before, and this is one of the things that AMD has focused tremendously on over the last couple of years, to really show that you can have processing power together with very long battery life for mobility's sake. Let me show you just some of the attributes of the second generation Trinity APU. Compared to our mono APU, we have twice the performance per watt. That's 2x the performance per watt. That really gives us very long battery life. Up to 29% improvement in productivity and over 50% improvement in graphics capabilities. And I'm going to show you what we're going to use some of that capability for in the coming demonstrations that we do today. I always like to show just a little bit of data so you can see the data firsthand about where we are. We like to show ourselves relative to the competition so that you can see that AMD is really trying to bring tremendous value to the equation in the computing industry. Our new AMD APUs have significantly longer battery life, whether you're talking about an active mode, when you're doing video playback or graphics editing, or you're talking about in standby mode. We have up to 12 hours of battery life. Really a full day. And this is really what our target is as a company, to really provide the best value and performance from a power standpoint. In addition to the A-Series APU, this morning we announced our new E-Series APU. This is the follow-on for our Brazos 2.0. This platform is a very, very successful platform for us last year when we really introduced the value segment of the APUs, where you can combine excellent core performance, excellent power performance, as well as excellent price point to really get a whole new range of products going, particularly in notebooks, desktops, all in the value space. We've extended this E-Series APU announced today, and we have a number of different design wins with our OEMs that will show tremendous capability in a much more battery efficient as well as performance capability in terms of I/O. And once again, I want to say, for AMD, battery life is important. We are focused on the mobile space. We're focused on delivering the capability going forward. And you can see, once again, compared to our competition, if you're looking at battery life, we are over 3 hours longer when you're talking about in the standby state, and in the active state, over 90 minutes in flash gaming type applications. So this is really the true value of the APU ecosystem. You're able to optimize the technology such that you get excellent performance with great battery life as well. So I've talked to you a little bit about the hardware specs, and I will say that one of the main things I want to do today is make sure that we show you the key features that are different about AMD. We're very, very, very focused on ensuring that you see the differentiation and how we make life more brilliant with our technology. So one of the very key features of our APUs are our HD media acceleration capabilities. We're very focused on multimedia. You saw today in the watch, share, create, play demo, there are many, many ways that you can use these multimedia capabilities. We have both hardware and software acceleration that improves the quality of the picture, that improves the video playback that you see, that improves the video conferencing capability, and really allows you to manipulate these multimedia files much, much better than you would expect without this capability. So let's go and see some of these special features in action. Here's an example of a demo where we show both our technology and our competitors' technology when you're looking at video. And now, I don't know how many of you take video at home, but sometimes I take video with my iPhone. And you know, my hand is not so steady, so it moves around a little bit. But what you see on the left-hand side, you see how a video looks when it's using our competitors' technology. And you can see that it's dull and it's a little bit shaky. You don't see all of the features. And then you can see on the right-hand side how it looks with an AMD Trinity-based A-Series APU. And you can see that it's much brighter, it's much more steady, And these are using the power of our high-definition multimedia acceleration capability. And once again, this is the power of the APU. You don't have to do anything. The APU automatically does this error correction, so it's really something that makes life more brilliant when you're talking about technology and where we're going forward. So once again, this is an example of how you really see technology in action. I also want to talk a little bit about our graphics performance. Graphics is one of the things that AMD is famous for. I would say when I tell people I work for AMD, they say, wow, that's cool, you're with the best graphics company out there. And we really believe that. What you can see though, with our APUs, we're taking that graphics capability that we have in our Radeon product line together with our processor technology. And there's actually over half of the die size is graphics. Because we believe that that's extremely capable for the acceleration capability going forward. Now, many competitors have seen what we are doing and are actually trying to accelerate their graphics capability. But what I want to show you today is that not all graphics are the same. In fact, graphics are quite different if you look at some of the gaming technology. So with that, let me turn it over to John Taylor, who's going to talk about some of the strengths and show you our gaming technology. John, take it away.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks very much. Hello, everybody. Good morning. So yeah, it's time to play, and specifically, let's play the hot new racing title, Dirt Showdown. This is another very recent successful release from Codemasters in a series of very popular, hyper-realistic DirectX 11 racing games. So first, let me give you the setup. Lisa talked about really showing the competitive differentiation today. Back behind the audience, I have a couple of colleagues who you can see here, Marcus and Chris, who are playing on two different systems. One of them is playing on a desktop system powered by our new A10, our highest-end Trinity APU product. The other is playing on an Ivy Bridge Core i7 product. So you see the guys playing just behind you. Now we're going to switch and take a look at the experience being delivered by the competitive product. Right away, you'll feel like something is missing. Frames are missing. Detail is missing. It doesn't feel fluid. You feel almost a little bit remote from the game. More importantly, when you have lag in a game, the car actually does not respond as quickly to the game player, and that can make the difference between winning and losing. Now let's switch and take a look at the AMD experience. Right away, you should see a huge impact here. Now keep in mind, we're playing at 1080p. So that single little chip that Lisa held up earlier, powering a DirectX 11 1080p gaming experience on the latest title. Now we've got a little issue here with the block here, so we're going to reset. We're driving again. We're looking great. It almost looks like high-definition video of an actual race. So now let's switch and look at the two side by side so you can get a sense of the difference in the gameplay. Hyper-realistic, incredibly responsive. I'm not sure if that's Marcus or Chris, but we'll have a talk after the demo here. So you get the picture. The best-in-class gaming experience delivered by the new A-Series APU Trinity. Back to you, Lisa.
How many people love AMD APUs? All right, so you can see the power of the technology and why we're so proud of the capability of the APUs. But as I said before, no one company can bring about all of the innovation that's needed in the technology industry. What we really need is a huge ecosystem. And we at AMD, we have a philosophy that we want everyone to be part of our ecosystem and really expand, because it's not just about the hardware, it's about the software, it's about the capability, it's about how do we accelerate change in our industry. So if you just take a look at the investments that we've made at AMD, we've invested in the APU technology and we've invested in the software ecosystem to accelerate the developer programmers so that we can use open languages such as OpenCL and C++M to really accelerate the APU capability. In the last year, we've doubled the number of applications that can use APUs. Not just for gaming and video entertainment, but you'll see productivity, for internet web hosting, all of those can use the AMD APU technology. We have over 100 applications today, and it's growing every single day. So this is our commitment to the ecosystem. Let me give you just a couple of examples of some of the applications that work really well with our APUs. VLC, very, very popular video player, over 1 billion downloads in open source, so really incredible. This uses the AMD Steady Video technology that I showed you in the first clip when we were looking at the capability. And you know that this will just work and really accelerate. When you're running on AMD, it'll look better, it'll look cleaner, it'll look sharper, and when you're running on our competitor, you won't see that same capability. That's the investment in the ecosystem. When you talk about productivity applications, WinZip is another very popular productivity application where you can utilize the APU technology. You wouldn't naturally think about it, but with the power of OpenCL and the work that we're doing with the development community, you can get substantial improvements. So in WinZip, as we unzip the files, in this case, the shorter time is better, so lower is better. We have over 20% improvement in some of the popular capabilities. And once again, an example of how AMD APUs are important in every aspect of life. So I said I wanted to show you more because this is all about showing you our technology. So I'm going to go back to John and talk about some of the capabilities in productivity applications like Adobe Photoshop and our video editing capabilities. So John, let's go.
Yes, and I'm over here now. So we're going to create and we're going to share as part of our theme today. Let's start with Adobe Photoshop Creative Suite 6, CS6. This is a new release last month from Adobe. Tremendous partner with AMD, part of our ecosystem. They have now added a range of OpenCL and OpenGL-driven accelerated filters within this photo editing application. It is the most popular photo editing application worldwide. So we'll first tell you a little bit about the photo. This is from a recent PC enthusiast event at AMD. These guys are actually using, in this case, liquid nitrogen to overclock our FX desktop CPU. This is the Guinness World Record holder for CPU speed. Very large photo, about 8 megapixels in all. We're going to apply one of these OpenCL or GPU accelerated filters in CS6. So my colleague Marcus, he's setting the filter. What he's doing here is creating the sense that perhaps you wanted to put that super cold thermos in sharp relief in the foreground and blur the background. Common trick for photographers who didn't actually shoot the photo that way. So he's in the process now of using that same Core i7 Ivy Bridge system to apply that filter. When he clicks OK, what you're going to see is you're actually going to have to wait a little bit. It's going to be about 18 seconds in all as the competition's best product today churns through this particular workload. Now imagine if you had lots of these photos that you wanted to edit to create and share a new album online. All right, now let's switch to the A10 powered Trinity desktop. And here we're really taking advantage of the incredible amount of, as Lisa said, more than 700 gigaflops of computing in that chip. All the same settings, going to position it in the same place on the thermos. And this time when my colleague hits OK, we're going to see roughly a double the performance of what you see from the competitive platform. That adds up over time. A few photos a day, many photos a week. Less than 9 seconds today in each platform on the same workload. That's terrific. Okay, now let's switch to a Trinity-powered notebook and see the benefits of when an application takes advantage of GPU acceleration for very consumer-friendly video editing. On the left might be the kind of video that Lisa referenced where you've gone skiing or sledding with the family and the white balance isn't there, there's shake in the video. You wanted to just quickly share it, but you think, no, that's not ready for prime time. So you use this software from Motion DSP V-Reveal, and you can get the experience on the right with a one-click fix. But you'll see it's playing back much less than real time. It's about 10 frames per second. When you turn on GPU acceleration, boom, you get 30 frames per second playback. You're able to edit in real time, rapidly understand, hey, if I make this change or that change to the video, what will it look like? If you're happy with it, you've applied that one-click fix, then you'll see he's hovering over the Facebook icon in this case. Here our HD Media Accelerator comes into play to rapidly speed that process of re-encoding this video so that you can share it up to your favorite social networking site. So right there, Lisa, I think you've got great examples in our ecosystem of a visibly superior experience in consumer-friendly workloads being delivered by our new A-Series APU. Back to you.
How many people like John? software and application world because this is extremely, extremely critical. But the highlight of this year, we all know, is going to be Windows 8 and what Windows 8 can do for us. We are extremely, extremely pleased with the partnership that we have with Microsoft because they have been a true partner. They have really adopted the APU technology, supported heterogeneous computing from the very beginning, and we have invested very heavily so that we can work together as we move forward. So I'm very, very pleased today to introduce Steve Guggenheimer of Microsoft, who's going to come and talk to us a little bit about our technology and how we're working together. Steve!
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Rory and team, for having me here today. It truly is an honor to help support the AMD launch today. We have a tremendous history together, working together on innovation. We've been working together on graphics acceleration for as long as I can remember, the very early days of DirectX. If we talked about the Windows 7 launch, we would have talked about earlier, first generation APU technology and bringing that acceleration to the forefront for early Windows 7. If you look at the work we've done at Explorer and bringing graphics acceleration to the web, it's another place we've partnered since the beginning. So really a good history. This week, as we noted, we're happy to talk with the industry about Windows 8 and the work that's been going on and what we're seeing from our partners. Windows 8 is really about a no-compromise experience. It's about bringing together a fast and fluid user experience. It's about taking the best of what Windows 7 offered in terms of reliability, security, compatibility with devices. It's about a new generation of applications that take advantage of the Metro-style UI. It really isn't just the next generation of Windows, it's Windows reimagined. Working with AMD, we have some tremendous opportunities together. They really understand what customers and our partners together are interested in bringing out to our end users collectively. We're working together on that. They have tremendous hardware innovation. In the last week, we were able to announce the release preview of Windows 8, which is the next development milestone towards launch. We're getting tremendous feedback from press and partners on that. It's available for download, so I hope everybody in the audience is downloading and starting to run it today. I think it provides, again, a great experience for people to start getting enthusiastic about the product, giving us feedback. At Computex, we're starting to see the ecosystem come to life around this. We're seeing some of the early hardware. We're seeing some of the new technology. The APU announcements today, I think, are another cornerstone in the advancement of the ecosystem all up and in our partnership. So I'm very pleased. I think AMD and Microsoft together have a vision for the future in terms of what we're trying to deliver. I think we're looking forward to a great year next year together and with our mutual partners in the OEM and ODM community here in Taiwan. So now I want to thank you very much. Again, congratulations to the team at AMD.
Thank you so much, Steve, for coming to join us today and for being a great partner and a great leader in the ecosystem. I think we're all extremely excited about what we can do together with Microsoft and our APU technology going forward with Windows 8. So, let me now spend the last few minutes talking about form factors. And we are here at Computex, and we've talked about technology, we've talked about software, but at the end of the day, our partners and the products that we put out for the consumers are really the most important thing. This is a really special time in terms of what we're capable of in the form factor. With the new Trinity A-Series APUs, we really feel like we can change the game in terms of the types of products that we can bring out. Ultra-thins are a great new form factor, and only ultra-thins with, I have a little friend here who's playing with me. Only ultra-thins with quad-core APU capability are offered by AMD. And this is something that we can do because we can take Trinity and put it into a 17-watt VGA, and it can give us over 10 hours of battery life in terms of capability. This really enables a lot of different capabilities. Several of our OEMs have announced in the last couple of weeks. You will see a number of OEMs announcing systems with Trinity over the weeks to come, and together with Windows 7 as well as Windows 8. And it really allows us to change the game. We can take the ultra-thin, which is not limited by many different specifications, and really bring it down so that OEMs can differentiate in price points. We can go as low as $500, in the $500 to $700 range, and really get tremendous capability and tremendous volume capability. So once again, we're very excited about the form factors, and we'll have some of them at the end of the show for you to look at. The next thing we're doing at AMD is we're also collaborating very early on with some of our partners. So working with ODMs, especially here in Taiwan, we think we can really get the next generation of form factors seeded into the market, and you can see what the capabilities are. So this is actually a form factor from Compound. It's a hybrid opportunity, which really allows you to take the best of both worlds in terms of consumption and creation. So this particular form factor working sample, beautiful, ultra thin, less than 20 millimeters. When you are in this form factor, I can now dynamically undock it, and it's a tablet using Trinity. 11.6 inches in diameter, 10 millimeters in thickness. This is a very, very competitive tablet, and not only from a productivity standpoint, but from a consumption standpoint, you can use it for the best that you want to use it for. And once again, this is the power that APUs can bring to the technology capability. So we'll have this at the AMD booth, and you'll be able to take a look at it going forward and playing with it. But once again, it's the power of the AMD A-Series technology. So with that, I'd really like to conclude, and thank you for spending some time with us. There are a couple of things that I want you to think about when you think about AMD. I want you to think about we're focused on the consumer. I want you to think about that we're focused on paving the way technology is done with acceleration. This is our value proposition at AMD. And I want you to think about we are a very open company. We believe in open ecosystems. We believe in open partnerships with our OEMs. And we believe in a win-win relationship for all of us in the IT industry. So this is life more brilliant, and I'm extremely honored to now introduce our President and CEO, Rory Reed, to talk about where we're going as a company. Rory.
Hello, everyone. What an exciting day to be here at Computex in Taiwan. I want to first, let's hear it for Taiwan. I want to first acknowledge our very important business partners here today. You have made this possible. It's your commitment and dedication to innovation, to lead in this next generation of where computing is going, that unlocks the power of this beautiful chip. And there is no doubt that Trinity is one beautiful chip. This chip does things, as you saw in the demos, that are unmatched in the industry. It truly is an exciting time to be part of AMD. And as you saw today, we're bringing innovative products to the customer and making their life, their experience more brilliant. We're creating the products and solutions that allows us to share, watch, and create, and play, that allows this experience to be uniquely different when you use the next generation AMD APU. That's the future. This is where the industry is going, and our partners know it. That's why they're working with us to create this next generation of computing power. So as Lisa talked about, what's driving that future? It's clearly around consumerization. The customer is controlling the future. They're driving the need for more low power. They're driving the need for better and rich video experiences. And it's also about the cloud. The cloud fundamentally changes everything. There's not a single application, not a single device on the planet that won't be affected by the cloud, and how data and information will be sent streamed across the planet to a multitude of devices. And because of that cloud, we'll see a convergence across devices, from tablets to laptops, desktops, televisions, across the ecosystem. I think these trends will continue to accelerate, just like the movement to thin and light. And as Lisa talked about that Trinity VGA solution and the 17 watt in that ultra thin form factor, what kind of value proposition are we introducing here? One of the best experiences. It plays directly to AMD's strengths. At this important announcement today, I want you to leave with the understanding that AMD is focused on embracing these changes, creating the solutions that allows us to create innovation leadership to to create that best unique experience for the customer. That customer is going to want this device. You saw the uniqueness in terms of what JT showed on those examples, and that's just the beginning of what you're going to be able to do with APUs. This trend is going to continue to accelerate. And APUs are the factory differentiator in this industry. The combination of the CPU core and the GPU core to create that unique experience that accelerates the application as well as the video experience together, that's where the future is going as data and information move across the cloud. Think about the success that we had with Brazos. 30 million units, our most successful product ever, just in the first year alone. And that momentum we're going to continue to build on. And that momentum will position us with this next generation of APUs around Trinity and Brazos 2.0 to take it to the next level. Think about where this industry is going. The next 2 billion customers, where will they come from? They'll come from here in Taiwan. They'll come from China, Russia, Brazil, India. And what will they want in a PC? They'll want the best video, the best mobility, the best gaming experience. You saw Lisa's numbers earlier. She talked about 62% of the consumers in Asia today play online gaming. It's a big part of what they use the device for. And over 90% of the traffic on the internet in 2015 will be video-based. It'll be brilliant. It'll be enhanced. It'll be driven by the APU technology and graphic prowess of AMD. It's those that unlocks the experience of the future. What do those customers want? They want a brilliant, high-definition experience created on every device. And when you use the APU, you unlock that future together. We're on a path together with our partners. We see it as a mission to create the future today. This future is in front of us. These inflection points will occur, and they're already occurring across the planet. What we see is the opportunity to seize these inflection points. We'll continue in AMD to focus on excellent execution, to deliver on our commitments every single day. That's how we build trust with our partners, our customers, and across the ecosystem. At the same time, we'll position ourselves to where the industry is going. We don't want to follow. We want to partner with innovative leaders who want to create the future. They see the opportunity in front of us, and they want to create this change together. We believe this is a truly exciting time to be part of the AMD team. And for our customers, this is a unique opportunity to embrace this change. Working together, we can change the future. We can create the next generation of computing here, right now. Today in this meeting, you are in fact seeing a fundamental shift in the industry, and we're creating it together with our partners. At this time, it's my pleasure, my honor, to highlight a record number of design and outstanding examples of how our customers are using the next generation APU solution to unlock that future, to create that next generation of computing, and to take us to where the industry is going to go. We will step forward and lead. With that, why don't we introduce and show this parade of products? You can give a nice
Thank you very much, Mr. Ree. Indeed, as Mr. Ree mentioned, today we have a truly exciting assortment of products to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our AMD hostesses displaying the latest form factors.
Unbelievable.
Acer,
Look at that.
Asus, HP, Lenovo,
future of our industry. The combination of a rich graphical experience driven through the cloud to devices across the planet. This is the future, and our partners see the strength of the APU in our next generation AMD Trinity product. It's clear the APU is the right product at the right time. It will unlock these industry trends. We know the market is changing the way customers will interact with their devices and applications to get data, photos, videos from across the planet. We're embracing that change because at AMD we can see the future opportunity. And we want to work together with our partners to unlock that consumer experience, to create the brilliant life. This is our opportunity together here at Computex in 2012 with the second generation of APUs. It is a beautiful day. And I want to thank our partners, every one of you, for the hard work that we've done to create this future, to create the leading edge to where technology is going. For AMD, it's not about innovation that defines the capability of the device, but instead it's how we unlock the capabilities of the individual, how that consumer can experience life and create a different experience on that laptop, desktop, or tablet across the world. I want to finish the way I started. I'm proud to be here at Computex, and I'm proud to be an AMDer. I'm proud to call these friends my partners because we're changing the world. One device, one APU at a time. This is our time. This is our future. You're seeing it unfold today here at Computex. I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to celebrate this very important announcement and an outstanding day for AMD and our partners. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful finale concludes our debut today. Thank you all for joining us. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.